Until Dawn could potentially be one of the scariest movies of the year. The story of Until Dawn, which is inspired by the 2015 survival horror video game of the same name, follows Clover and her friends, who head to a remote cabin to search for clues regarding the disappearance of her sister. At the cabin, they all get murdered by a masked killer. However, instead of remaining dead, they wake up at the beginning of the night, and are forced to experience different kinds of terror all over again. Based on this synopsis, it seems like Until Dawn's story could be terrifying. The trailer for Until Dawn, which plays a lot of footage in reverse, suggests that the movie will include many scares. While the movie is not adapting the critically acclaimed Until Dawn video game, hopefully it will also have intriguing characters and a thrilling story. Before the release of the horror film, continue reading to find out when and where you can watch Until Dawn in theaters, and when it will release on streaming and on digital. Until Dawn releases in theaters on April 25, 2025. Until Dawn will release exclusively in theaters. Until Dawn, which is directed by David F. Sandberg and produced by Sony Pictures, will be released in theaters on April 25, 2025. As is customary with movie releases, there will be some showtimes for Until Dawn the night prior. Therefore, fans who are super eager to watch the upcoming horror movie can check for showtimes on April 24. Until Dawn is rated R and has a runtime for 1 hour and 43 minutes, which is pretty average for horror movies. Find showtimes for Until Dawn. When will Until Dawn release on streaming? Until Dawn will land on Netflix in late summer. Since it is produced by Sony, Until Dawn will eventually arrive on Netflix. In 2021, Sony and Netflix signed an agreement which ensures that any movie produced by Sony will land on the streaming service several months after its release. According to projections, Until Dawn should become available to be streamed on Netflix in August 2025. While it won't remain in theaters for the entire summer, this projection means that Until Dawn will become available on Netflix about 4 months after its theatrical release date. Early reviews for Until Dawn have not been released yet, so it is unknown how critics and audiences will react to the film. However, since horror movies tend to be popular on Netflix, it is likely that Until Dawn will find success on the streaming service. When will Until Dawn release on digital? Fans of Until Dawn will be able to buy it on digital. The group looking suspiciously at something in Until Dawn. While fans of the movie will have to wait about 4 months to stream it on Netflix, data projects that Until Dawn will be released digitally in June 2025. If it comes to digital in early June, this will only be just over a month after Until Dawn's theatrical release, which is not that long. Therefore, after watching Until Dawn in theaters, horror fans will be able to continue watching it at home all summer long once it releases on digital.